This is another video in the First Read series where I read a poem by a poet I don't know or know very little about and just do a first reading for the sheer joy of it, for why I got into poetry in the first place. Now, this one is from Book of Matches. I pick these randomly. I don't read them before I do the videos. And this one I picked, I can just tell you, because of the dates on the stanzas. And I love poems that do this, that do like dates and tell you little different things about it. I don't know why, I've always liked them. So I'm going to look at this one. Nancy L. Meyer. I don't know anything about Nancy L. Meyer. Between Our Lips. I don't know how to interpret that title just looking at it. When I look at a poem, I always look at the title and the form of it first before I look at anything. Looking at the form of this thing, it doesn't look like it's traditional metered verse. The stanzas are all 4 lines. Boy, switch, angry, lips. Doesn't look like there's rhyme on it. And I'm going to assume this is kind of free verse. They look like they're on time order. So I'll go with that. From this, Between Our Lips could mean lots of different things. The time order kind of suggests some kind of relationship between two people, but I don't know. It could be romantic. It could just be a conversation. We don't know at this point. Mel, 1968. Mel, when the garage guy calls you boy, my white mouth quips at you. Don't get angry. I grab these words like a switch. You bite your lip. So Mel looks like it's talking to a person. When the garage guy calls you boy, it sounds like we are in a racially charged situation here with the calling of somebody boy. My white mouth, it looks like maybe. I don't know, I'll have to read on, but it looks like maybe they're in a multiracial relationship. So there's a white poet, apparently dating somebody who's not white. Don't get angry. I grab these words like a switch. What's an odd thing, like a switch? Like you're gonna beat somebody. Like a parent might say, "I'm gonna grab a switch" or something. You bite your lip, so the person bites the lip. I'm like trying not to get angry when this person says this. 1970 geodesic dome, harpsichord parties under apple trees. I put up 3 dozen jars of tomatoes. You put pink elephant blotter acid on your tongue. So this goes to like this kind of, I don't know, it's just like a free-spirited period for these people in 1970. Canning tomatoes, kind of free and easy. 1972, the snow, this hemlock, these hills, my home, not yours. So being in somebody else's home, it looks like, so I'm just kind of negotiating these spaces. We talk it over. I say, go find your desert, your wild land, your known. So as the relationship is, developing, this person says, go find your side of it. If it's a relationship, that's what it looks like here. So go find your own land. It's negotiating between where people fit. And it seems like that definitely plays off that beginning of the, how do you negotiate different cultures when you're together? 1973 months, you roam Ethiopia. So the person is gone months. You roam Ethiopia, Somalia, come home. Let's eat with our hands, pinch stew and a hunk of bread, tuck it beneath our lips. So this person's gone off to go find their place, right? Ended up in Ethiopia, Somalia, discovering different parts of Africa. And, let's eat with our hands. It's, like you do in Ethiopia, you wrap the bread around it. 1974, moved to Kingston. So after this, it's kind of home place, I suppose. It looks like it's being found is in Kingston. So you go to Jamaica with a 4-year-old. Yes, miss, to his 4-year-old forgets yes, miss, to his Jamaican teacher. Miss Vidal Smith canes his bare brown legs while it's rise. So they're found a place in Jamaica, and even there their child gets, beaten. Which is doesn't make it feel like home. I don't know. It feels like that's what's going on with this image being put there. 1977, moved to San Francisco, and you can see why there would be a move after the Jamaica thing. Proud dad, you demoed dashiki and drums for our son's class. So there's a child involved in this. There was a relationship that's clear. After that, the kids cheered Jigaboo, Jungle Monkey, and our blonde-haired boy. So the boy has blonde hair, so he's a mixed-race child who, has this great experience of his father coming in and, showing part of culture, but then the kids harass him about it afterwards. So it's, not at home in Jamaica, not at home in wherever the snow and hemlocks were earlier, and not home in San Francisco either. 1980, I moved out this morning, you say. So the other person is telling you he moved out, you say, like that after 15 years. I, speechless on the kitchen stool, both of us bawling. So this is the between our lips thing, the italic stuff, what's going on. Don't get angry in the beginning. Go find your own desert. And, here, I moved out this morning. So it sounds like the end of their relationship. Or like maybe the beginning of a divorce or a separation or whatever it is. And you can kind of see that somehow at the center of them as their troubles with the world as well, and trying to figure out who they are and how they fit together. Fairly straightforward narrative poem. I like this one. I like stories where you I like poems where you get like a little story with the time zones like this. So I think it works pretty well on this one. Nancy Meyer.